It's not the splash. It's the pebble in the water that creates the ripple that causes the impact.
Wow.
Most people want the big splash.
Yeah.
That's not the splash. It's always the pebble that creates the ripple in the water. If you all remember a few years ago, when the first plane went down, before air traffic control had challenges, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, there was a plane that went down over the Hudson a few years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago. That plane was taken down not by a helicopter, but by a bird that got stuck in the wing, in the propeller, and it took it down. Oftentimes, we look for the big in the situation, but the impact is really with the little.
Thank you. So you emphasize the intersection of leadership and AI in this book. Some people see AI as a threat to leadership, while others see it as an asset. How do you see AI transforming the role of today's leader?
If I can say anything in this room this week, is embrace artificial intelligence. It's not the devil. All right. It's not the man trying to look in on you. Right.
Not yet.
It's I'll get to that part later. He raises issues around ethics, which anything has good and evil with it. So I won't discount that. That's the issue of ethics. But what I will say is that the church, and I'm talking about Church Universal, has the uncanny capacity to be on the precipice of the forefront and not left in the dark ages. If you do not embrace artificial intelligence at this point, you're setting yourself up for failure. And I don't want to go into a whole, but you see I get passionate about this. One of my former neighbors moved away. Won't say much about him because it's a whole lot there. But one of my former neighbors who lived next to me moved away. I was just having conversations with him about some of the things I was working on. Artificial intelligence came up, and he says, hey, I have this guy that I need you to meet. I said, who is he? He says, well, he works for me. He says, I'm going to pay him 4 hours to spend with you so that your passion can become reality. I said, what is that? He says, he's going to teach you what artificial intelligence look like. So this guy, who's the foreword of my book, Simon Margolis, who is the director of artificial intelligence for SADA Incorporation. And SADA just was sold to Incel. But he taught me what artificial intelligence is. At best, artificial intelligence is a language. It's not a person. It's not a thing that has capacity to operate on its own. It is a language. Many of us have been using it for years and not even known it. Artificial intelligence has been around actively in this country since 1960. So this is not something new. You got a smartphone, you have Siri, that's artificial intelligence. That's generative intelligence, right? Normative intelligence is your maps. That's why some of your maps get stuck sometimes, because it doesn't have capacity to change its rhythm, right? If you use artificial intelligence, it will not only scale up who you are as a leader, but it will free you up to be more effective in your relationships. I'll give you an example. I don't know how Bishop Brown has done his job for 20 years, especially the amount of letters that need to come out of the office of bishop that a bishop has to write. My first 6, 8 months, I was stumped. Whole nother world I didn't even realize for all of those candidates that think you understand what it is. It's a different world. Artificial intelligence put me back in control, 1, of my life, 2, of my schedule, 3, of my productivity, by simply every letter that I write now is gone through Autobot, right? Every single letter. I'm just being super transparent. Yes, I can write that well, but they do it in less than nanoseconds. I put the subject in, I write maybe a paragraph of what I need, I tell it what I want it to do, and less than 5 seconds, I got exactly what I want. Already subject-verb agreement together. I ain't have to worry about any grammatical errors. I don't have to use Michelle, who runs $48 billion enterprise. I don't have to have her proofreading my notes like she used to do back in the day. Right? You know, she was like, no, she was wondering, it's like, I ain't read nothing in a minute. Is everything okay? It's Chat GPT. Right? Just giving you some kind of context. So I don't want to go down that road too far.